I don't know about you, but I love buying classic car magazines, then leafing through the classified ads and dreaming about the sort of beautiful classic I'd really love to run. Well, this is the place where the dreams turn to harsh reality, when you have to bid for the car you want and put your name on the line at the bottom of the cheque. British Car Auctions, it's a Monday in December. Let's go and see what's on offer. The beautiful Lotus Elite, to my mind, one of the most elegant shapes ever built. Now, I used to have one of these cars when I was a local newspaper reporter in the 70s, and they gave me a Morris Minor as my staff car, and if we had to go more than 10 miles, we always took the Morris Minor because we could be sure of getting home, whereas if we took the Elite, well, it was very problematical. However, if you want to sit in a famous seat, buy this car, because it was originally supplied new to Earl Mountbatten and painted in his favourite colour scheme, Oxford over Cambridge. What's the interest been like in classics this year?
This year it's been very strong. We've been very pleased to see a resurgence in interest from collectors and enthusiasts, who I think really do drive the market these days. The days when investors were getting into the market and prices were going sky high have long gone, and what we have is a good, honest marketplace that reflects the interest that we're seeing from enthusiasts today.
But prices really are at rock bottom at the moment.
Not so much rock bottom. I think the prices we're seeing today and other sales we've had during the year reflect, if you like, the true market value. When prices were inflated and prices were sky high, obviously everyone's getting very excited, but the real hardcore collector, the enthusiast, is out in force, and we have sort of 300 or 400 registered buyers, so expecting a really good sale.
Look at the leather in this one. There's a little split here, and it hasn't really been looked after that well, and you're looking at an awful lot of money to get something like this retrimmed. So I'm always intrigued why people are selling cars here. They're so beautiful. How can you possibly part with them?
Yes, it's like having a baby, really. I've had this car of mine, a V12 E-Type, for about 8 years.
What sort of things do you look for?
Well, I mean, the obvious things like this here, which shows that it's obviously been resprayed over not very good bodywork.
I spent something like £13,500 on this car to make it pristine.
You're not selling this, are you?
No, I'm not. No. The good old MGB has a huge following, quite rightly, and it's one of the most popular classic cars around, for the simple reason that there isn't a single component part on this car that you can't replace from the body shell onwards. So it makes a great deal of sense. You can buy a really nice one for about 6,000 quid. Now, I've really always fancied a Citroën SM. We used to run one on Autocar as a long-term test car in the 70s, and I loved driving it. Would I buy one today? Very complicated, lots to go wrong. 6,000 quid, 6,500, you'd be taking a risk.
And gone for 350, thank you for bidding by 71.
Please note the next further car is on number 13 in your catalogue. There we are. The Materni designed 308 GT4, the Ferrari Dino. Have a look at this. It's a 1976 example. Make no mistakes, the motor car is on sale at 7,006. 8,550. At the base of the stairs. 8,550. Hold it up. Selling this time, gentlemen, if you've all finished, 8,550 once. Yes? 8,006 and 50. 8,650 at the base of the stairs again twice. All done. 8,650. Thank you, sir. Thank you on the list. If we can have your number, please, sir.
Here it is.
Now, if you really want to be noticed on the street, you couldn't do better than bid for a convertible pink caddy.
And it's reported to be in very good overall condition. Here, 13,000 once, 13,000 here twice, and holding H1 there. $4,002, 4,200, hurry, 50, 4,250, 4,3, 4,003, hurry you, 150, 4,350, thank you, 4,350, I sell one, twice, and gone, 4,350.
People dream about Ferraris. Wouldn't it be fantastic to own one, but I simply couldn't afford the purchase price and I couldn't afford to run it. Well, this car sold at the car auction here today for £8,600. Whether you could afford to run it or not remains to be seen. Now, I said I always liked Citroën SMs, and I thought it would go for around £6,000. In fact, the top bid was £4,300. So why didn't I stick up my hand and bid for it? Well, perhaps the answer is I'm simply not brave enough, and the bottom line of any auction is you never really know what you're getting.